Hi, today I have the pleasure of introducing Rebecca Maletto-Cornell, Director of Volunteer Programs with the Foster Grandparent Program. So we are so excited that you're here.
Thank you for having me.
And I know this is sponsored by Wesley Family Services.
That's correct.
But its roots are with the American Red Cross back in, 1965?
It's actually with AmeriCorps.
Oh,
So
AmeriCorps.
AmeriCorps is our funder. So we are a federally funded program. And it started back in August of 1965, so summer of 65.
And what was happening at that time that there was a need for this program?
There was actually a war on poverty, and President Lyndon Johnson started the program back then because he saw the need for individuals who were of low income to want to still give back to their community, have a little bit of income, but also giving back. The big thing was being able to give back to their communities.
And at that time, was there like a need for schools?
There was a need
schools?
in general.
A need in general.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, we're going to explain the program a little bit more so that our audience understands.
Sure.
Foster Grandparent Program. When people hear that, they think right away, oh, this is a program about grandparents fostering kids in their home. And that's not what this program is about,
Correct.
right? So let's make sure we explain what this program, how the program serves.
Right. So back in 1965, foster had a whole different meaning. It was just taking care of, being there to help support one another.
Okay.
So that fostering has a different meaning today because we automatically think of the foster care system. So the foster grandparent program is not a part of the foster care system.
Okay.
It's independent of that. So we help, guide, and assist. Those are the three key words.
Help, guide, and assist. So your organization places seniors 55 and older that meet certain income requirements, and you place them in like school districts to help teachers or students.
That's correct. So any nonprofit agency, so that could be a Head Start, it could be a daycare center, a school district, whether it's public or private, after school programs, any kind of child development or child center that has a child in need.
Okay. And I mean, this is amazing. I love this. And I know I would love to do this in my future, right? You service 6 counties, correct?
That's correct.
So can you tell us the counties?
Sure. Allegheny, Beaver, Butler, Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties.
Okay, wow. How many grandparent volunteers do you have right now?
We normally average about 100 volunteers. We're always seeking new volunteers. We would like to get those numbers up. And I want to just say, too, it's not just in our region, but it's all throughout the country. So anywhere you go, you can probably find a foster grandparent program somewhere.
Well, yeah, because we have Butler Buzz viewers from all over that watch our program, so that's good to know. And could you give us an idea of what the foster grandparents actually do when they go into the classroom, they go into a daycare? Sure. What might they do?
So like I said, they help, guide, and assist that lead teacher. And we call them teachers, whether they are or not. It's always like a classroom setting. So if you think about a volunteer doing work, I should say volunteerism, they're not working.
Yes.
They're having fun.
Right.
What they are actually doing is just helping that child be their best self. They meet them where they are.
Okay.
And that lead, whoever that should be, would let them be aware of what that need is. So it could be social, emotional support. Maybe it's the first time that a child has ever been outside of their family or been around other children. So there's that little bit of emotional and social support. It could be academic in a classroom, going over sight words, or just being a calming agent if there's a child it's getting a little riled up or a little antsy, to be able to have grandma sit behind them during story time and just put their hands.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Or whisper in their ear, or help them overcome little things.
Well, it's definitely, from just you talking about that, a win-win for everybody.
It is.
On average, how many hours a week are the volunteers or the the grandparents helping?
Sure. So they can volunteer a minimum of 15 up to 40 hours a week.
Right. And they do get paid a little bit, right?
They do. And these are some of the perks of being in the program. So not only can they get out in their community, give back, allow that child to be their best self, be a helper in the classroom to that teacher, but some of the benefits is the stipend.
Right.
So they get a minimal stipend for their volunteer hours. Normally, whenever you volunteer, you do it out of the goodness of your heart.
Sure.
And this allows them to earn a little bit of extra cash that's non-recordable, non-taxable income.
Okay.
And so it's $4 an hour right now.
All right.
And that little bit goes a long, long way. A lot of our volunteers say that, they use it for additional food or medicine or pay for housing or travel expenses. And some of them are just like, I never am able to get X or Y or Z. And now I have that little
extra cushion
that I can do that. And so there's those. We reimburse for travel. We have supplemental insurance. And the volunteerism really should be at no cost to them. That's
Absolutely.
That's our goal. And I think the biggest thing is that it keeps them active. It gives them value and just that self-worth of knowing that I have a purpose when I wake up, and those little kiddos are
waiting for you.
Excited. Yes, they're so excited to see them.
And I know as an educator, I'm sure the teachers appreciate the support.
Yes.
Well, as you can tell, Rebecca and I could keep talking about this amazing program that you need to learn more about. So we want to make sure that they can go to your website, learn more, contact Rebecca if you'd like more information, would like to sign up. If you're a teacher or an educator and would like to have this kind of support in your classroom, that might be something that you want to look into. And thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Butler Buzz. If you want to see more, just click on the playlist button up here. To keep up to date with all of Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, click on the subscribe button down here. Hey, I suggest you do both. See you next time.